What's good? And we're back again, and we're gonna talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 2, that Star Spangled Man. Oh boy. Listen, Marvel, you is giving me all that I want and all that I need, bruh. Okay, we are introduced to what is name? John Walker, aka the dime store version of Captain America, aka in the comics, I think they call him U.S. Agent. Um, as they try with this episode, they try to humanize this mug to make us feel some kind of way about this mug and everything. It's like, guess what? He just want to be the best he could be and everything. He ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't like him. I don't like him. And I don't like his sidekick ass partner either. Now, they go back to his high school. The high school, his old high school. We see his wife, girlfriend, fiance, baby mama, whoever homegirl was and everything. And they do a little I guess what you call a little campaign trail with this bruh to show him like, listen, we need a new Captain America. He's the right man for the job. On paper, John Walker is flawless. On paper, he's a 10. You get me? And everything, like, okay, so after the whole little spectacle with the whole band and all that stuff, he's talking to a news reporter, and basically she putting down, like, listen, your stats on your physique is motherfucking golden. Like, he's like the most top pristine shape of any human specimen on Earth. They just called it. He's a decorated war veteran and all that stuff. Woo woo woo. He done, jumped on a couple grenades and all that stuff like that. Now, he looks good on paper. And you're going to see further along down on the episode, you see that, you see them cracks in that pristine veneer of his. Now, we see Bucky. Bucky feels some kind of way. Bucky runs up on Sam and said, where my best friend Shield at? Where is it? Ooh, what the hell you do that for? What in the world possessed your ass to give up the shield, bruh? Bucky felt some kind of way. Bucky was not happy, and I was all here for Bucky. I was right there with Bucky. I said, yep, get on his ass, Bucky. Exactly, get on his ass. It felt some kind of way. So, Bucky continued to get on his ass while they on the plane. They getting ready to go to Munich and all that stuff. Finna see about these flag smashers. And they go, and Bucky had a little incident with a tree, and that I ain't gonna lie, when he was falling down that tree, that was kind of fun and stuff like that. And Sam stay riding his ass, Sam stay picking with him, and it's just a funny back and forth with them two. You know what I'm saying? And so they get there, they have a little kerfuffle with the flag smashers, and then we finally realize why they having that kerfuffle with the flag smashers. We find out that these flag smashers are kind of special. These flag smashers, they kind of extra strong, if you will. They been hopped up on that darn super soldier serum. As we see, they go toe to toe. Now, out of the blue, here comes a bird in the plane. Who it is? It's dime store ass Captain America and his sidekick, Battlestar. Well, the hell, him, Hakeem. So they show up and all, and let's just keep this 100. Let them keep this real. We can see right now that John Walker do not have the syrup. He don't have that syrup flowing in his veins and everything, because he rely on that shield a little too damn much. You know what I'm saying? He rely on it a little too damn much. and all that stuff. Steve Rogers, that shit would have went woo woo woo, but he been throwing some leaks in it. Let's just keep that 100 and all that stuff. Now he slung that shield around, and that Bucky called it one time, and I could see it computing up in Bucky's brain. Bucky like, I could jump off this motherfucker and haul ass and snatch this fucking shield and snatch Sam and tell Sam to fly, and we get the fuck out of here. Cause Bucky wants his best friend's shield back, and Bucky gonna make Sam keep that fucking shield. You get what I'm saying? I know that's what going on in Bucky's head, bruh. So we got that stuff going back and forth and back and forth, and then after the whole thing that happened, the whole kerfuffle and all that stuff, we see John Walker trying to plead his case to Sam and Bucky, but Sam and Bucky is over it. They don't see it from, especially Bucky. Bucky been mean mugging John Walker, and his sidekick really just ain't the sidekick, it's the goddamn homeboy U.S. agent. I refuse to call his ass Captain America. I'm gonna say U.S. agent, USS agent, or Dime Store Cap. I think I'm gonna call him Dime Store Cap. He been mean mugging Dime Store Cap like, you better be glad I ain't on my Winter Soldier shit. You better be glad I ain't on that shit, bitch. So there's that, Bucky over it, he jumps off the truck, and then, John Walker busts out to say to Sam, like, listen, I could really use Captain America's wingman. I was like, really? This what we doing? And Sam says always that last line. I was like, you really had enough nerve to say that bitch shit, huh? Fuck you. And then Sam Chuck deuces too. Now, we go into a little bit of history. We see how this comic book history, how it is based off of some of our history. Now, Bucky takes Sam to Baltimore to meet Isaiah Bradley, who was the first black Captain America. After Captain America, when deucing that ice and all that stuff like that, the government was trying to find their best to, recapture that essence again. Because we all know Steve Rogers had the good super soldier serum. He had the best A+ super soldier serum, and ever since, I think the scientist that created the super soldier serum that Steve Rogers got, he got murked. So with him, died the recipe right along with his ass. So what they did, they got black soldiers and basically tested on them. Tested different, I guess you could say, formulas of the super soldier serum. And now if you want to say why the comic book history is based off of our history, look up the Tuskegee experiment. Look up that. And there's also other experiments that I was reading somewhere where they were saying there was other projects that the government did, tested on human subjects and all that stuff like that. One with about mustard gas and all that stuff. I think they were doing World War II and stuff like that, and some other instances. But right now we talking about the Tuskegee experiment, where they basically gave hundreds of black men syphilis. When I tell you our history ain't shit and the government ain't worth a damn, been trying to tell you, y'all. Been trying to tell you. So when Bucky takes Sam to meet this dude, Sam ain't know nothing about this. He didn't. It's one of them dark secrets that the U.S. government and everything try to sweep under the rug or whatnot. And he basically tell what's what and all that stuff. Now, if you go into the comic books with the Young Avengers, y'all saw Patriot, right? Patriot. Y'all saw Patriot, right? I synced them. So we introduced to Patriot. Well, Isaiah's grandson, who is going to be Patriot in the Young Avengers. So, yay! We meeting some of them. We meet some of them, y'all. So that whole scene with homeboy Isaiah, I think his last name Bradley and everything. Now he's played by homeboy. Back in the day, they had this TV show that came on. To me, when I was young, that was like my first time seeing a black superhero or whatever. When I was growing up, homeboy name was Mantis. If I'm right, the show name was Mantis. That's homeboy who played Mantis and everything. That was him. So when they leave the house, Sam is pissed, rightfully so. And he also said that Steve know about it and everything. And Bucky said no, he didn't tell him. And I'm for real. Listen, if Steve would have known, that shit was popping off like that, no. Captain America wouldn't stand for it, bruh. He'd have been over it, bitch. You hear me? So we see some police come out of the damn blue. Where the hell y'all niggas come from? And all that stuff. And they trying to roll up on Sam. I was like, for real? That's what y'all doing. But they got some act right in their ass when they finally realize who Sam was. Cause Bucky like, you don't know who this is? And they like, oh, my bad. I was like, come through, Disney. Come through. But Bucky kind of violated his probation. He didn't see a therapist and all that stuff. So Bucky got arrested. Bucky in jail, Sam there, the therapist show up. Come to find out who bailed his ass out was the dime store Cap. I don't like that man. And here's one of the funniest scenes I've seen in this show with the first 2 episodes. But we also seen part of the scene in one of the trailers for the show. With Sam and Bucky sit across from each other and they look so wrong what I just did. They cross, they knees cross, whatever. That looks so wrong what I just did. Look like I'm talking about scissoring, whatever. But anyway, so they do this couples therapy technique or whatnot. It was funny as the hell. They do act like an old married ass couple. But we get to the root of why Bucky feels the way he feels, why he feels so strongly, why he's so mad about Sam giving away that damn shield. He's like, bruh, if Steve was wrong about you taking the mantle of being the next Captain America, then he was wrong about me. Actually, me getting some redemption, me actually being worthy of being alive, me actually be able to try to fix my past wrongs and be the worthy person, the worthy friend that Steve always in his mind thought I was. You get what I'm saying? And that's why Bucky was all up on Sam's ass. And so we get that. We hear that. We hear the emotion behind when Bucky says that. And I was like, damn, Bucky, you need a hug. I'll hug you now. Oh, cute self. I'll give you a hug now, but yeah, we get that. Now, Bucky kind of gave his therapist a tip about he finna do some things. He finna whip some folks' ass. Cause when he left for his counseling session out of the jail, he basically said, "What was rule number 2?" And she like, "Don't hurt nobody, do no harm, and no stuff like that." And he like, "Yeah." So Dime Store Cap is out there and everything. He's a bitch. I don't like him. And they talk or whatever, and then Bucky like, you know what, fuck this, I'm over this shit. We do what we do. Sam was like, listen, y'all work for the government, so y'all got all that red, blue, white tape that y'all got cut through. We free agents, we more flexible. We could we could do stuff, and we ain't got to worry about passing it through higher ups and all that stuff like that. But then you see that crack. You see that crack in Downstar Cap's veneer. When he basically tells him, like, listen, you just make sure you stay the fuck out of my way. Like that. I was like, ooh. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Homeboy, now listen, I know whose son that is. I know that's Ego's. That's Ego, the living planet. I know that's his kid. And all that stuff. You can't listen. He ate up. Wyatt Russell's ate up with his ass. He ate up with his daddy, so he can't help it. But that goddamn headpiece with the buckle on the chin, I swear for Lord, when I saw a picture of him, he looked like he ain't got no top teeth. When I looked at him, I said, why he look like homeboy from Up? The old dude from Up and everything. And some people saying that he look like the Six Flags man. I said, why y'all talk about that boy like that? But it's that jawline. He got that daddy, that jawline. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I'm still trying to see Battlestar. What is your significance, bruh? Like, what is your skill set? I'm gonna have to research him and see what his skill set and everything. Cause when he was saying Battlestar, I was like, you talking about Shatterstar? Shatterstar? From X-Force? With Cable and Boom Boom and all them? Domino. That's what I was thinking. They're like, no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, girl. That's the wrong one. So I'm gonna have to go and research and see about what's your skill set, brother, and everything, except for being the token nigga to Downstar Cap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I do not like him. But here's the thing with John Walker. He got all this shit on him. Let's just keep this 100. Let's be real. Let's keep this 100. He got all that pressure on him to be the next Captain America. And then the government asked to be the best Captain America. Because you got to remember, Steve Rogers, yeah, he was all about his country and everything, but he was also about good. And he was also about, despite where you lay your head, despite your income bracket, despite what skin color you had, just despite, regardless, if you was a good motherfucker, you was a good motherfucker and you were cool with him. And he was the one that called out the government and said, y'all pieces of fucking shit and all that stuff. So the government didn't really have that tight a hold on his ass. You get what I'm saying? Now with this one, guess what? I feel like the government, we could have a tighter control on this mug. You get what I'm saying? We can control him better than Steve Rogers. Because you saw what Steve Rogers did. Steve Rogers found out that his best friend was still living. He said, I'm finna go save my best friend. Broke up the band and everything for his best friend. You get me? So, and here's the thing. So, John Walker, he gonna always have that extra pressure on him. And this is me actually trying to see a little bit his side, trying to talk a little bit good on his character. I could see him for the long, well, not too much for the long, because this season is just 6 episodes. He gonna crack under pressure, John Walker, and he gonna find a way to get to this super soldier serum. And when he get to that super soldier serum, I think that super soldier serum, it makes certain traits in your personality more than what it is. It kind of what's the word? Pronounce it or whatever, make it more bigger or more standoutish or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We already know what type of dude Steve Rogers was before he even got the super soldier. He was just a good ass fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, John Walker, you probably got some darkness in you. And I think that super soldier serum is gonna make that come out in living color. He gonna crack under pressure. Because regardless of what you is, regardless how your stats look on paper, you will never, ever, 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 ever B, like Steve Rogers, Captain America. I'm sorry, bro. Them are too big of shoes to fill, bitch. And I'm sorry, your shoe size just don't motherfucking add up. And that's just what it is. Now we see the leader of the Flag Smashers. We see she look like a little ass girl. She look like she 15 to 16 and shit like that. Old ginger haired girl and everything. That was funny how she kicked Bucky out that damn back of that truck. Lord Jesus. You helpful. I feel some kind of way. How you killed Red Wing, even though the government was using Red Wing to spawn Sam and Bucky. I feel some kind of way about that. But hopefully Sam could build a better, stronger, faster Red Wing. We'll see. But I can't wait to episode 3. Hopefully, episode 3 we'll see Captain America's niece, Sharon Carter, the one that he was actually knocking boots to. Oh! I'm gonna keep my question till we see her. I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep my. That's kind of awkward. You in love with her damn auntie, or her great grandma or some shit, and you with Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah, and also we see Baron Zemo. Now, Bucky, is you sure all those switches they gone? They gone out your head. Okay, cause I just don't want Baron Zemo to say pineapples in your ass start motherfucking click clacking and you trying to kill Sam. Now we can't have that. We can't have that, Bucky. We done came a long way. We done came a long way. So we can't have this. Okay. All right. Yeah.